D23 just handed Marvel fans the first official X-Men cast list and the timeline is locked. May 5th, 2028. Jake Schreier directing Adam Driver is as Nathaniel Milbury, better known as Mr. Sinister. Christopher Abbott is Professor X. Inde Navarrette is Rogue. Maya Bond is Storm. Kit Connors is Cyclops. Sadie Sink is already Jean Grey. Samara Weaving is Emma Frost. The panel ended with a video from a lonely sound stage at Pinewoods and the comment section has not calmed down since. Kevin Feige brought Schreier and Sink on stage first. Sink's Jean Grey was already public from Spider-Man's Brand New Day, so that one was confirmed early. Then the rest of the group worked out together. Connor as Scott Summers, Abbott as Charles Xavier, Weaving as Emma Frost, Navarrette as Rogue, Boyd as Storm. Feige made it clear that that is only the first wave and more names are still coming. The biggest moment was the video. Driver appeared from Pinewood, standing alone on the stage. He jokes that when Feige told him to show up for X-Men, he thought it meant on set, not flying to California for a panel. He started to say Magneto stopped him and landed on Nathaniel Milbury instead. Comic readers knew the alliance immediately. Mr. Sinister, the Victorian geneticist who has been obsessing over Summers and Gray's DNA for more than a century, after years of almost and Zoom calls that usually ended with him walking away. Driver is finally in the MCU. Abbott as Professor X is the casting drawing the sharpest splits online. He is 40. Some fans like the idea of a younger chopper Xavier who can carry the franchise for years. Others are posting that the classic version needs more age and experience. Abbott has done intense work in Poor Things and Processors, plus a quick turn as the foreigner in Kraven the Hunter. The age debate is already feeling threats. Navarrette as Rogue is generating pure excitement for the Obsession crowd. She has talked about wanting to work with Schreier after Thunderbolts and even floated Mystique in interviews. Rogue is the one she got, the power-absorbing mutant who the white streak now has a great face and the reaction is mostly give her the jacket and the accent and let her cook. Now Boyd as Storm is the quieter surprise. Broadway background, recent stage work with Taraji P. Henson. Fans who wanted a closer match to the comic look are calling it a win. A lot of people are still looking her up, which is normal when Marvel pulls from theaters instead of the usual shortlist. Connors as Cyclops and Weaving as Emma Frost were both floating in rumors before D23, so those felt like confirmations more than shocks. The overall shape of the cast points to a younger team with Jean and Scott at the center and Sinister as the long-term threat. The tracks with the genetics plot Sinister is famous for in the comics. Feige kept the rest of the roster on the wraps, so the full team is still incomplete. Online, the conversations is doing its usual splits. Drivers as Sinister is the strongest consensus win. People are saying the creepiest scientist role fits him better than Magneto ever would, and that skipping the helmet was the right call. Navarrette is getting pure hype. Boyd is getting support from the finally accurate Storm crowd. Abbott is the one dividing rooms, calling it fresh. Others call it too young for the chair. A few threads are already predicting the movie will lean hard into the Summer Gray bloodline story that Sinister cares so much about. Earlier, rumors that had Driver as Magneto or different names for Xavier are being treated as the usual pre-23 noise. That is the official first wave. Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister, Christopher Abbott as Professor X, Inde Navarrette as Rogue, Maya Bond as Storm, Kit Connors is Cyclops, Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, Samara Weaving is Emma Frost, Jake Schreier directing. Now, May 5th, 2028, more casts are still coming. The comments are full of age debates, Sinister, praise, and people already designing Rogue's white streak. The mutants are back in the MCU and the clock is running. Now don't forget to like and subscribe and I will see you on the next one.